ESPN as we continue Jim Valvano's fight against cancer.
You are watching the ACC Big Ten Challenge on ESPN, presented by Continental Tire. This one, a Sonic blockbuster. Number 17, Duke, taking on number 25, Ohio State, here at Cameron Indoor Stadium. The students today getting ready real early. That's really early. As you look at the tote board, the challenge coming into tonight, the ACC is up by 2 over the Big Ten. Dave O'Brien alongside the Hall of Famer Dick Vitale. Chris Budden joining us as well. Yeah, the students want to see Duke basketball. They also want to see this guy. It's been a couple of years since you've been here, Cameron.
Yeah, it's 2 years. I've been out of it because of COVID and also because of my battles with cancer. But it was great coming in. They gave me little goosebumps when they started chanting my name. The Cameron Crazies haven't changed. They're really terrific. Really love being with them.
Just outstanding as they welcome you back. You've done so many big games here. You know, over the years, when I was 4 or 5 years old, I used to watch you all the time. Every Saturday here, or a big Wednesday night, or a Thursday night, or whatever it was. And, well, you're back in town, and they are ready to see you and say hello.
Well, 44 years now, man. It's been loads of fun, stealing money, and I'm really happy to be working with you and Chris here, and we're going to have a great time. And fans, when our game is over, you listen to Dan, Jay and company, and Holly. That's going to be a terrific game. Indiana and North Carolina, Duke and Ohio State. I get goosebumps already, man, looking at the uniforms.
We got a great night. It's also a whiteout. For the first time here at Cameron Indoor, John Shire, of course, taking over for the legend.
He was a legend? Wow, I didn't know Coach K was a legend, huh?
And he said that John Shire is one of the smartest coaches in the country. You talk about an endorsement up against Chris Holman and number 25, Ohio State. And we are ready for the tip of our Sonic blockbuster matchup. Underway as Duke takes the opening tip.
One thing to watch, Chris told me he's really concerned about Duke's size and rebounding ability.
Duke 6-2, coming up a 19-point loss to Purdue in the PK Legacy Championship in Portland on Sunday. On the drive, the give up by Roach, and it's going to go out and back to the Buckeyes.
You know, I firmly believe that Roach is their key player. He's the engine that makes them go.
Take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Dove Men Plus Care. Thornton McNeil, look out for Justice suing as well. Who hits 15 points per game, and the block out of the sky by Lively right away.
That's what Lively does well. You know, some people are a little critical of the fact that he has not performed to what their expectations are, being the #1 player. But let me tell you, he's going to be a very good player. He's too talented. He's got size. He runs well. He's got great bounce off the floor. And even Paul Biancardi told me, he said, you watch, he can stroke the ball. It's just a matter of confidence. Only played 7 games. Patience, patience.
Ohio State at 5-1. The jumper on the way by McNeil.
He can shoot it. McNeil can shoot it. He is the guy transferred, came out of West Virginia. He's a 3-point shooter. He's pure.
Tough starting lineup. A lot of freshman voice in there for them. Filipowski at 7 foot, and so is Lively at 7'1", about 230. Ohio State off to the quick start. Buckeyes just back from beautiful Maui, where they had a strong tournament, Dick. They went 2-1. They did fall to top 20 San Diego State, but they beat Cincinnati and the top 25 team in Texas Tech.
Got a great game. You mentioned earlier, so he's unbelievable back home, goes for 33.
They'll fire here, but a little bit too strong. Filipowski there for the rebound.
He's been so good for them, Filipowski, right from the get-go. He can score inside, outside.
Averaging 15-9. Roach with a one-hander, but left it short. Jeremy Roach, who's the captain, 13 points a game from him. He's been chilly beyond the three-point line.
That's what really hurt him against Purdue. Shot 2 for 19. Credit Purdue's defense. And also the big guy inside,
McNeil with a one-hander. That'll roll in. Nice touch.
He's had a nice touch. He played over West Virginia.
And he has the first 5. 6'4" grad out of Union, Kentucky. Filipowski gives it up for Mitchell, another freshman at 6'8". Back down on the low block for the 7-footer and 2, and a whistle.
Nice little move to the basket on that baseline. I mean, this team is too talented. I mean, he's a 7-footer. You got Lively in there, 7-footer. I mean, they're talented players. There's a reason that they're rated as high as they were. I mean, these guys were all in the top 10 in America.
Suing with foul number 1. Filipowski at the line about 85%. He wears that number 30 because John Shire wore it when he played at Duke.
John Shire was an All-American, super player in 2010. Played a big-time role, lead him to a national championship.
Lively keeping that alive. He poked out by Suing. And a touch by McNeil. Transfer from West Virginia. Roach will back it out. Mitchell jumps into the paint. And a lot of iron, but it will not drop, despite the legendary soft rims here.
Mitchell, very strong player, very physical.
Suing, great fake, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line as well.
He is really a veteran player, a 6-year guy, but he's had so many injuries. Suing just really, absolutely great move right there, scoring on the inside with that left hand.
Filipowski with the contact, his first. Suing, as you mentioned, spectacular against Texas Tech in Maui, exploding for 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. They're not expecting that kind of production night in and night out, but they do expect offense. He's averaging 15.
He was really excited being back in the Hawaii, came from there. All his family and friends came up from Honolulu to see him play, and he didn't disappoint him. He performed, man. He performed.
Filipowski trying to take it into that paint. The turnaround, nice touch.
Well, he's big time. He's big time prospect. You see why he was like number 7 in the nation. He's got great offensive skills. He can go inside, outside.
On the block, Key.
He had a big game against Duke last year. Had 20 when they beat Duke, upset him down there at Ohio State.
Lively poking that one away. Filipowski stumbling but draws the foul. Good crew here tonight. Roger Ayers, Ron Gruber, and Pat Driscoll. Foul on Suing, number 2.
Watch him operate down low here. Look at that spin to the baseline, turned a little jump shot. Great rotation on his shot as well. And because of his great height, he has a tremendous lift. He's tough to block his shot.
Sophomore from New Jersey, Jalen Blake's getting ready to check in. For John Shire. Duke has been very strong on D in the early going, despite allowing 75 to the Boilermakers in Portland. They're holding opponents to only 57 points per game. And rebounding the ball effectively. Grandison will give it up. Here's Roach. Filipowski, another touch. Here's Grandison. Yes, on target with the triple.
They said they're going to play him a little bit more. Transfer to really shoot the ball. Came from Illinois. The line, I got a nice basketball team. Grandison can really stroke it. His percentage doesn't show it, but it's early.
Pull up, pop off target by Sensabaugh.
Sensabaugh's multi-talented offensively. He's their leading guy, scoring-wise, can score in many different ways.
Talented freshman. He leads the charge and will stuff it on the other end.
He's a prolific scorer. Is that the word, prolific?
Well done. You haven't lost your touch.
I rehearsed it. Oh, a little nice give and go.
And the roll and in for 2, beautifully done. Grandison with a finish.
Grandison should have got a shot there, too. He got fouled on the play.
No whistle.
He's going to earn some PT. John Shire told me before the game, I got to play Grandison more. He told me that in the...
And grad transfer originally played at Holy Cross. Coming out of Illinois, Ohio State. Up by 1 in the early minutes here. That whiteout going on, and Chris will be by to talk about that when we come back. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. Back at Cameron Indoor, Ohio State and Duke tangling tonight. Kind of a special night for the students as we toss it down to Chris.
Dave, an unofficial whiteout. The Cameron Crazies all got together. The students decided they wanted to make it a whiteout for the first time here at Cameron. And Chris Holtmann found out just a couple days ago from his wife. They're getting ready for bed. She said, hey, babe, you're going to have to deal with a whiteout for the first time ever at Duke. He said, that's not what I want to hear, right before bed. I got about 2 hours of sleep that night.
Next off target. And we'll get another opportunity here on the drive. Off balance, got the pass inside and a whistle before the shot. Oh, the whiteout. I guess, you know, the opportunity to give Chris Holtmann and the Buckeyes nightmares if Duke goes on one of those patented runs here that you've seen so many times.
Well, I'll tell you this. These students here, you talk about having a passion and love for what it's about. And they really look forward. They become a student here. They all want to be a Cameron Crazy to get those tents.
Tough by Anderson, but the tip.
Great tip right there. Left-handed.
Off to a great start with 7. So Duke by 1. Since about 6'6".
Playing him tough because they know he's multi-talented offensively.
Key gets the open look, and he'll stick it.
He was. Mr. Key was the key last year when he scored 20 to beat Duke. One thing with him, though, he's got a history of getting in foul trouble. And if he goes in foul trouble, size becomes a real problem for the Buckeyes.
This is a great win for the Buckeyes. It was 1 year ago tonight. On the slice, it's Blake's in for 2.
Blake's moving without the ball. They like Blake's. He wants to get him some PT, too. And you're seeing it early in the game. Chris Holtmann does a terrific job. Did a great job when he certainly was at Butler. 3 years here now, 6th season. He's got the best recruiting classes in 2 years for many a year that they've had at Ohio State. He's got a class this year that's really good.
Sure does.
Another one coming in next year.
Sensabaugh on the drive. Off the window, but no. And one and done. So Roach will set it up. The junior who starts along with 4 freshmen. On the entry, it's Young. Young at 6'10". Here's Roach to left. Long distance. Been a problem for him. Only 32%, but a second effort. That won't drop. The misfire on the baseline.
Didn't have the real good angle for that shot right there. They're playing good defense because this Ohio State athletic and they got some talent.
Key launching. Again an open look. But the rebound comes back to the Blue Devils.
Roach is the cat. You got to cut him more. If he makes things happen on the floor, he's got that swag. Now had a great finish to the year last year.
Ryan Young double fakes and a travel. So Duke turns it over and have done that 4 times. As we take a look at tonight's Sonic Blockbuster ACC Big Ten Challenge. What happened last year? As you mentioned, Key exploded for 20. That really launched his season. Then Ohio State closed that game. They won at 71-66 on a 12-0 run.
Place was going bananas there in Buckeye land.
And a whistle with exactly 13 minutes to go in the half. They'll get Blake's for that one. And his first.
Blake's trying to fight for some playing time. This is a chance. You get an opportunity, you got to make it count. You get a chance to play. Granderson has certainly done that early in the game. That's how you earn playing time. You got to produce. It's simple as that.
Rick Whitehead now into the ball game as well.
Whitehead special. Great athlete. Had foot surgery. Just a matter of time. Gets his stamina. His endurance. Good screen up on top.
Knocked away from Sensabaugh. Granderson really wants to push it into the lane, and he loses it right back.
Bounce pass, bounce pass. There it is.
And on the dipsy-do, that won't drop.
You got to convert that, baby.
Proctor.
Oh, nice pass.
Right back for the big, and Lively knows exactly what to do with it.
Lively can run, man. You can't teach that. with running ability, transition up and down the floor. That's why the scouts loved him when they evaluated him out at a high school level. Ball being caught in cover. You see a guy 7'1" like that, active, great bounce on the floor.
Holding with the kick. McNeil will launch it. No.
You want McNeil to shoot, man. He made 155 threes at West Virginia.
Key with the hook. He's got real active in the offense.
Nice jump hook in the lane by Key.
He is for Ohio State's lone returning starter. What do you think of the early pace here?
Oh, it's pretty, good pace. Basically, really struggling getting the kind of shots they want. Play those screens.
Poked away from Granson. Thornton drives it and scores it.
He did a great job sealing off the defense after the steal, taking the steal and converting in offense. Tough, hard-nosed, diaper dandy. I'll tell you, Ohio State's going to have really some solid basketball. You combine the young group. Don't even know who leaves, who goes where, transfer. The transfer portal just drives you nuts. 1,700 people. 1,700 people. I used to know all the lineups. Now you walk in, I got 4 transfers, I got 3 transfers. Unbelievable. Nice little give. Mr. Lively. Oh, look at that bounce. Look at that bounce off the floor. He was America's #1 high school player. Jam that baby.
All right, so conundrum, will you be the judge? Each of the last 2 times, the school the Buckeyes won't mention beat them in football. Ohio State basketball has followed up with a victory over Duke just days later. Of course, Michigan just beat Ohio State on Saturday 45-23.
Tell you one thing, people have disappeared. One of my best friends is a Buckeye fan. I have not heard or seen from since that loss.
Oh, you may want to check in on him.
Check him. Yeah, I got to.
Like a text. Well, Duke is turning the ball over here in the early going.
6 turnovers.
Yeah, in 9 minutes. We toss it to Chris.
Back on campus, students, everyone just crushed. And when you think about the stakes of that game between Michigan and Ohio State in the playoffs, they may never be as high as they were this week, which goes into the emotions, what they're feeling back home. Hey, maybe a win over Duke eases that a little bit, maybe? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe is right. I mean, Duke last year was the #1 team in the country when Ohio State upset.
But I don't think it's great to get that win, but nothing like that football and what it means. 17 million people watch that game.
Boy, they're letting them play, I'll tell you that. Contacts happening all over the place, but they are letting these guys play. Sui went in strong, but was denied. Duke by 1. Back up top for Proctor, 6'5" freshman from Sydney, Australia.
You can play, they're going to find you. Played at the NBA Academy there.
He's going to fire that one from long range, but a whistle and a shove here, and that'll go against the Duke Blue Devils. That'll go against Lively. It is physical.
Yeah, both clubs are playing very physical. Ohio State's really a physical basketball team. They're not going to back down from anyone. Right there, Lively with the call. Man, I posted on Twitter today a tweet all about Lively and what he had to deal with. He lost his dad at age 7. His mom battling cancer. Was a great player at Penn State. Helped to make them #1 in the country, and she played there. And she's battling lymphoma. Right now she's in remission. But I'll tell you this, the article is terrific. People get a chance. Dana O'Neill of The Athletic wrote an article. Man, if that doesn't bring you to tears, reading what they had to go through as a family, it's unbelievable.
So close to your heart. And Chris, I know you spoke at Lively earlier today, didn't you?
Yeah, the difficult part is that because she's in remission and her immune system is down, very rarely she gets to travel on the road, but she did get to come to Portland and watch them play. She's at home right now, recovering from all that travel. But, I mean, it is the one person in his life he has left. And, Dick, I thought this was interesting. When I asked him about it today, he said, we are in remission. We, because it's, you know it as well as anyone, it's not just her that goes through it. The rest of the family, friends, all part of that journey.
You're right, Chris. That's the battle that goes on. It's your caregivers. I know my family, my wife, my daughters, and everybody, grandkids, son-in-laws, all are involved, taking the different scans and blood work.
Good time to remind you, it's V Week at ESPN. We partner with the V Foundation to highlight the urgent need for cancer research This is game-changing research helping save our lives. You can join the fight against cancer by visiting v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research. In transition, nice lay-in on the hard drive by Thornton, the point guard. He has 6.
Well, I like Thornton in sense of freshman diaper dandies. Going to be really good players. I hope they stay at school.
Thornton again really consistent too. Way downtown. Roach with a miss. Second effort picked off by Whitehead. That comes out free back to the Buckeyes, and they want to push it. Knocked away by Filipowski. Right back the other way on the Euro, and gets that one to go, and a whistle too.
Unbelievable. You're serious? You're watching a 7-1 kid. Filipowski. Wow. What a terrific move.
And to the line after the foul by Gale.
Watch this right here. Oh, man, that is unbelievable. The agility and the mobility of someone that size. Oh, man, that gets me excited. I want to get back coaching.
Well, you think of where the big man started and where he is now, and look at the big man vitals. He's right there in the middle of it. Timmy on the inside, this guy the outside. Edie's just amazing. Defensive awareness. Shibwe, of course, is an incredible rebounder.
Yeah, they represent the 4 things I think are really, really strong to have for a post player. If you can combine all 4 of those characteristics, you got a magical player. We don't see the old school guys in the post like we did. Guys aren't developing those kind of players. Shaquille and Olajuwon and Ewing. I wish we had more of them, but these guys really wanted versatility.
Well, that's a very tough angle. Ohio State able to maintain the lead at 22-20.
We'll do a great job sliding through those screens. On 3rd man rather than 4th man. You go 4th man as well.
Roach with the shoulder down. Jumper on the way, Blakes. And here come the Buckeyes again. They wanted up-tempo here in the first half. Likely's been getting into the game, and that's a blocking foul. They groan here at Cameron Indoor, but a block. No whistle on that one.
You got to blow the whistle there. You got to blow the whistle. I mean, we're way up here. We're way up here, but gee whiz, I got one eye sitting way far up here, and I could see that was a foul.
Grandison just picked up his first.
Well, you know, we're all the time. I'll make mistakes. I'll make 35 before the night's over at least. So the ref's got to make a couple. Come on.
Suing. He's been cold beyond the 3-point line. Pull up pop by Hale won't drop. Ohio State last year won 20 games. They got to the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament. They had to replace 4 starters there.
They lost a lot of players. Same with Duke. Most teams are going through that. Had a lot of big players don't come back because of the NIL. Lots of cash in their pocket as well to keep them from the NBA. Make sure people watch the next game and see Bacon going head-to-head with Trace Jackson Davis. That's a great matchup.
Shot clock here, and that's going to be a very tough angle off the window and will not drop for Blakes. With the shot clock winding down for Duke. No travel there. Justice Suing wants to take it in. Try to wrap around a pass, but he's going to turn it over.
Yeah, really out of control right there, out of control. I think Duke's got to do a better job of getting the ball into the interior a lot more. Go inside, outside. Hey, let's get physical. All right, gonna get physical.
Now coming up next on ESPN, the ESPN app at 9:15 Eastern, the 24th annual ACC Big Ten Challenge rolls on. Number 18, North Carolina taking on number 10, Indiana at Assembly Hall in Bloomington. Another Sonic blockbuster.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup right there. Mike Woodson has a real solid team with Dean Smith and Bobby Knight. Talk about 2 of the greats. Both made my Mount Rushmores in my 40 years on ESPN. I did a book called The Mount Rushmores of Basketball. My 4 coaches, those 2 guys were on. And right there, Bob Knight, he had a little pupil by the name of Mike Krzyzewski. He was on it. And Dean Smith had one by the name of Roy Williams. And those were my 4 coaches, the Mount Rushmores, in the 40 years that I worked at ESPN. Now it's 44 years, but I don't see anybody knocking those 4 out.
No. Rolling in, Young, and kicks it out. The 3 won't go. Anderson can't cash in. And of course, Coach K won more games than anybody alive.
1,202, baby.
That's all.
1,202, that's all. No one will ever catch that. No one.
Proctor, contact, another block. With 6.5 minutes to go, down to Chris.
Dickie, we did some math for you in case you couldn't add up all the years that you've done this. 43 years at ESPN. That makes over 2,500 games. You've covered 77,000 players. Last time you were in this building, February 29th, 2020, and it's awesome to have you back in here.
Well, thanks a lot, Chris. Tell you one thing, I told her before, I said I want to be her agent because she's doing such a great job in all sports. You name it, she does a great job.
Stand in line for that job, by the way. But 77,000 players?
Wow.
Is that correct? 77,000?
I don't know. They say those numbers.
All right, start first number one. Go ahead and name them, please.
They made the one mistake, though. It's 44 years
44
now.
years, yeah.
No, it's 43. This is the 44th year.
44 years.
Well, let's see. I only got 17 more years to go. I have a goal. My goal is I will be the first announcer to walk in and do a game. I don't know if I'll be able to get up in this booth with those stairs. When I'm 100 years old. Maybe they'll give me a little luxury helmet to stand on the courtside.
Right. Holding the reach-in foul here. They'll get Proctor for that personal.
You know, Obi, if you can have a passion and a sense of pride of what you do, walking into these kind of arenas across America, there's something wrong. I mean, there's something wrong. It's just the unbelievable way we make a living.
And look, I love it. We all love it. Chris and I love it. But when we walk into arenas like this, we don't get the reaction you do. You get standing ovations. You get people throwing roses at your feet. You've been the soundtrack of college basketball forever. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Ohio State. So that personal foul will go against Key at number 2. Take a look.
Key right here now is going to bump it in the lane. Oh, there it is right there. No doubt about the shoulder. And I told you, he has a history of getting in foul trouble, and he's too valuable to the Buckeyes. They can't afford to lose him because of the size and strength he possesses.
He's also making 64% of his shots.
That helps. See, I think Duke's got to go inside to the big guys more.
Proctor, yeah, got an excellent look and absolutely buried it.
Well, he got a good look. He squared his body. Came in with a big reputation as a shooter, and his numbers don't show that now. But John Shire told me, and I believe in what John says, he says, Dick, when it's all said and done, the kid is a shooter. He's got great technique. It's a matter of getting familiar with one another, getting the right shot.
Kickball there, and Friday our NBA doubleheader on ESPN and the app has the Lakers of Milwaukee. 6:30 Central Time.
Look at those kids. Hey, right there. You look at our future doctors, lawyers, politicians. You look at it all. These giants in the corporate world, and they're jumping around like a little 5-year-old having a ball.
I say go back, take that snapshot, and show it to their kids when they're 50. This is what I used to be like.
They'll let them run in the NBA.
Likely airmail that one. And it's going to be a travel.
Chemistry in the NBA. There's a student here. He was a Camden crazy, Mr. Silver.
Sure was. So it'll be 8 turnovers now. And a
little dance right here. Look.
Walk with it.
Dance. That's the old-fashioned kind of dance. Good in my style 60 years ago. When I met my bride.
I bet you can still cut a run. Filipowski thought about a 3. So poke away with a foul. On the reach, Duke on top 25-22. And Sensabaugh will pick up the personal. His first.
It's a key right there for Chris Holtman in Ohio State not to allow a spurt by Duke. You know, typical Duke over the years has been a great spurt team. 7-0, 8-0.
13-0, 25-2. How many times have we seen it? If you can stay away from that, Filipowski in a 1-on-1. This is the front end. He's a good foul shooter, 85%.
Excellent foul shooter for a big guy.
Likely with a turnaround and another whistle. We've had a lot of those all of a sudden. They're letting him play for quite a while. 5:02 to go in the half.
Likely a transfer came to Oklahoma State. Was a tremendous defensive player. They call him Ice. The only Ice I ever knew was a great player was Mr. Gervin, man. Mr. Gervin, who's in another world.
Grandison's second to put Ice to the line. I was chatting with him today about how he killed the time on the 10-hour flight to Maui. He said I had never seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, wow.
And I binge watched it pretty much the whole thing all the way to Maui. Said I loved it. I watched every second of it.
He didn't watch my movie On My Life. He didn't watch Dickie V.
That was apparently coming next, but the flight landed, so he ran out of time.
Oh, geez. But a likely tremendous defensive player. I mean, really tremendous.
3 points for him so far tonight.
You don't believe me, he's a good defensive player. Call up a kid by the name of Luke Nowell. He's playing Virginia Tech. Now at Cincinnati. Had 30 against Arizona. You know what he did against this kid? Like maybe a deuce.
Yes, shut him down.
Shut him down, locked him up.
Outstanding defender.
He's not always a good player.
Duke by 2 with the basketball. Inside the last 5 minutes of the first half, Eric Cameron. Proctor. Blakes will feed the big.
Oh, nice pass.
Standing pass inside, and Young knew exactly what to do with it.
Tremendous look. I mean, drove that ball in, great vision, found the open man, had a little gap in that defense. I thought maybe they would have deflected that, but they couldn't deflect it.
Outstanding teamwork leading to a timeout by the Buckeyes. We'll take the break as well. 27 to 23. Duke on top.
Wow. Wow, what a great look.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by the new Sonic 2 for $5 menu for a limited time only at Sonic.
I'm going to do that talent here. 25 guys were on the NBA rosters when the NBA season started. That wore a Duke uniform. Well, in 2001, I think of that championship team they had. 35-4, Matty, Duhan, Jay Williams, Beck Levy, Boozer. Are you kidding me?
Ohio State's gone over 4 minutes without a basket. During that time, Dick, they've turned it over 4 times. Unselfish play, meanwhile, for Duke. Assists on 7 of 10 field goals made and some terrific passes. Filipowski bowling his way in. Can't stop that.
Tremendous job getting the ball on the inside. Very unselfish for the high percentage shot. I think they're going to do more of that. Pound the ball inside to the bigs.
Just named the ACC Rookie of the Week for the 3rd straight week. The 7-footer, also 230 pounds worth.
He plays with such confidence out there.
Sense about trying to get involved, and does as he drops in a bucket. They need more of that.
He's just a guy that can score on 3 different levels. He has really that unbelievable ability to score.
So far, he's 46% beyond the 3-point arc, so they need a lot more of that on this score tonight. Mitchell to Filipowski again. They are keying on him every time down. Blakes will give it up from the corner. Mitchell.
Mitchell working on his shot. That's really not his strength. His strength is his physicality, aggressiveness.
Thornton on the line, and the point guard will turn it over back to the Blue Devils, and that's 9 times they've turned it over.
We're seeing a lot of turnovers because, number one, familiarity with each other. Don't let rhythm going. Now watch right here. Take a look here. This guy does a little spin in a lane. Yes, sir. Oh, I love. He's smooth. He's smooth.
Is on the way. Coming up, we'll check in on Purdue plus set the table for tonight. Fonz, how is Kyle Filipowski impacting this game?
I love the fact that they're giving it to him inside. He's 7'1", and he's turning around and scoring over the top. This is a very short Ohio State team, Seth.
You can play 4 and 5 out and still play through the post. They're doing a great job of that. But Coach Vitale, it is great to hear your voice once again.
Hey, Seth, thank you so much. That helps raise a lot of money for my B Foundation. Helps out there with a gown founding. Send me that check, Seth.
Send me that check. By the way, Duke cleaning up the turnovers, Dick. It's 6 of them in the first 9 minutes. Over the top, but Lively can't get it to go, but there is a shove in there. And they've only turned it over 1 time in the last 8 minutes.
See, that's one of his strengths. Total lob up to him. You get great bounce off the floor. They got more great recruits coming in next year as well.
Barrow with the foul. And it'll be Lively at the line, named preseason ACC Rookie of the Year, but he was hampered by a calf injury. Missed a chunk of the preseason. He's not quite 100%.
Well, same with the kid Whitehead. He was out on foot surgery.
Missed the first 4 games. Whitehead did. Lively with 3 points so far tonight. Scuffling at the line early on, but that one will rattle in.
I get a feeling he's going to break out. I really do. He's going to get some lobs thrown up to him.
Duke at 31-25. Last 3 minutes of the first half. Step back by McNeil. He thought about it. Scramble for the ball, but Ohio State throws it away. Picked off by Blakes. On the attack into the corner, long range, yes! Nothing but net by Whitehead.
Whitehead supposed to play, but you know what he did? He ran to shoot the 3 rather than go for the layup, and it paid off. He ran for the trifecta line.
So this feels like that Duke spurt you were talking about.
They're famous for this. They really are. We're hoping that Ohio State would have been able to silent that down, but oh, what a great effort right there.
Tremendous by Akara, the 6'11 freshman from Nigeria, as he'll draw the foul. And a personal will go against Whitehead, number 1.
Well, I like Chris Holtman, I really do. He's such a solid tactician. I think Ohio State is very fortunate to have him. Quality guy in every way.
Teams have been playing really good defense. Holding opponents to 61%. Tough to hit threes against Ohio State, as they are off to a 5-1 start into the top 25 this week.
They're going to win their share of games. They really are. Got a text today from Tom Izzo. He says, hey, they're physical, they're tough mentally, and they're going to win their share of games.
I got a text from Mike Dennis today. You get texts from Tom Izzo, Jerry Seinfeld. Who else texts
Jerry Seinfeld. I don't give Jerry Seinfeld. I want Jerry Seinfeld's autograph, man. His son goes to school here, by the way.
Does. I heard that rumor.
Hey, my grandkids are here. I spent yesterday unbelievable time with them. Twins play tennis. Jake and Connor Krug. Their sister's going to be coming here. Ava, she committed to them as well. She'll be here. She's only a junior.
Pretty good tuition, too.
Oh, the bill last night was unreal, too. But that's another story.
Blake's with a little fall away. And up and in. A relentless Whitehead with the follow.
See, Whitehead showed some of that ability he has. Maybe 3. He was rated in some places number 2 in the nation or number 3. Lively was number 1. I mean, it's just a matter of time these kids blend with each other.
Thornton will pull up, pop, and swish it in.
He's shown some real positive situations out there. He really has.
He's averaging 9 a game. He has 8 already in the first half to keep it within striking distance. 36-29 coming up on a minute to go. Airborne Roach with a left hand. Boy, that was a difficult angle. Great move to get it and the foul.
Yeah, using the left hand was really smart, too. He really laid that with the left hand. Great drive to the goal. I'll tell you what. He's used that screen really well. There's the screen. Lively lays the screen for him. A little hesitation. Then he goes in and protects the ball. Lays it up with that left hand. Big time player. I mean, his game changed in the middle of the year. And last year, tournament time, he was really so valuable. You know, last year they lost in the semifinals, went to the Final Four, lost to a school down the road that plays a little basketball. What's that school?
That would be the University of North Carolina.
Oh, that's right, Chapel Hill. That's not far from me, yeah. They've had some pretty good players over the years. I think they had a guy, what's his name? We're 23, he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, the name escapes me at the moment.
Mr. Jordan. Michael's that magnificent.
The feed for Key. Keon Young, pretty good battle there, using the window, but no. Crashing the glass, it comes back to the Blue Devils with 35 seconds before the break.
He's stronger going the other way, Key.
And a timeout. So Duke will take one here with 32.9 to go. And on top by 10 over the Buckeyes. This is the 4th annual Big 12 Big East battle. And tomorrow, we'll have 2 games for you. First one's a top 7 matchup. Number 7 Creighton taking on number 2 Texas at the Moody Center. That's in Austin at 7 Eastern Time, 6 Central. Then number 9 Kansas hosting Seton Hall at Allen Fieldhouse. Both games on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Well, I like that Texas team. You gotta like Creighton too. Creighton's certainly gonna be a major player in the Big East. But Texas, to me, I voted for number 1 this year. I really did. I watched them once on TV and I was blown away by their talent, their commitment to defense, which is Chris Beard's club's all about. I think, though, the two best conferences in basketball. They can't hear me in ACC land, can they hear me?
Well, maybe.
They might, because the two best conferences are the SEC and the Big 12.
Ooh. Okay. You know, both of our hearts are in all of these conferences. We get to cover everybody. We're very, very fortunate. You and I are going to Allen Fieldhouse pretty soon, a couple of weeks, for Kansas and Indiana.
Oh, I can't wait to go down there. You talk about a place, you know, certain venues that are just so special. This is certainly special. Kansas, I really think they like the Wrigley Field and they like the Fenway Parks where you have the big luxury to work on a regular basis.
Not a bad office.
Dave does a great job voicing the Red Sox.
17 before halftime.
Going a little zone here.
Proctor
splitting
the D and a block by Key. They got an opportunity to get a decent shot off.
Yeah, trying to get it up to 10. Trying to get it to single digits.
McNeil looks like he wants to take it.
He can shoot it.
Pulls up and fires. Left it short. Second effort will not go. And that is the end of the first half. They had a chance. Duke led by 13 at halftime. Last year, Ohio State won the game 71-66. Duke with that spurt up by 10. As we go to the studio, Kevin, Fonz, and Seth on the way. Hey, you are watching the ACC Big Ten Challenge presented by Continental Tire on ESPN. This one a Sonic blockbuster. Ohio State and Duke. Blue Devils with a 10-point lead on the Buckeyes as we get set for second half. Dave O'Brien, Dickie V, and Chris Budden with you. Sharing is caring, Dick. You've told me that for years. And take a look at how the Blue Devils in transition are sharing the sugar.
I'm really sharing. I like that. Sharing the sugar, baby. I like it. Biden giving the boy to the trailer. There's Mr. Lively with the jam. And I watch this move here. Great look. Now watch. Look at him.
And then Blake's looking back inside.
Drives the ball inside. What a great look. Terrific. You got to share high percentage shots, man. Those are high percentage shots. And that's the key to winning. If you take good shots, Dave, that's the key in basketball. Shot selection. So many teams take bad shots. I got to saw a score at halftime. They really shocked me, okay? I saw a score. Florida State is 1-6, and they haven't come close to anyone. They're down two to Purdue at half.
Our second half, our Sonic blockbuster matchup underway. Buckeyes looking for a run of their own. Duke has got excellent production off the bench stick. 16 points by a combination of 4 different players. That's made a big difference.
He told me he was going to go to his bench more. We spoke before.
Likely with the left hand. That's a pretty shot.
Played at Oklahoma State as a starter. Very experienced player. Comes in, brings a lot of experience. They really blend in with the young players they have.
Out of Arlington, Texas.
Who's home to can't let it in that easily.
Filipowski, a second effort, just stayed with it. Very calm under there.
Got the ball in too easily to him. There was nobody challenging. Playing the passing lane.
He has 11.
Tell you what, you can see that John Shire's got the kids buying into playing defense. There's like an intensity out there.
Suing, bang it inside, flips it up, won't drop for him. And on the line. Going to turn that one over. Back downstairs we go to Chris.
Well, spoke with John Shire going into halftime, and as you guys said, sharing the basketball. He was very pleased with that, being able to play inside-out ball. The one concern for him was they have to be able to play through contact. He said our 2 concerns also, Sensabaugh and McNeil. For Chris Holman on the other side said we have to be able to limit turnovers, 10 of them in the first half.
Justice Swing, by the way, held to 3 points in the first half. So that's of concern for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, they got to get him going. Certainly got to get some shots from McNeil because he's the one guy that can make that perimeter jump shot. You know, quickly. I mean, you got a guy that can knock down 2-3 quick threes. You're back in the ball game.
Likely just picked up his second personal. We talked about 9 assists on 14 made field goals for Duke, and they only turned it over 1 time in the last 11 minutes. Remember, we were kind of harping on that first 8 or 9 minutes. They were turning it over a lot. They just stopped doing it.
Well, the other side did not stop.
Right.
They had 10 turnovers when you took them. Ohio State, the Buckeyes.
Yep.
I'll see you again, Duke, next week. They played in the Jimmy V Classic against Iowa. Another great game in the first game. Texas against Illinois.
Roach at the line. And he has 5, 43-31.
He's the catalyst. He's the guy that brings all the young kids together. As the season matures, trust me, they're going to be a solid basketball team and tough to deal with. Once they get Whitehead, they're likely to play how they're capable of playing.
So a committed drive, it drops in. Despite some interference with the rim, 43-33. And Sewing coming on 33 with 3 points so far tonight.
Sewing was so great in that tournament out there in Maui. That's a lot of traveling for these kids. The last 2 weeks have been really tough. Both these teams do get there in the Phil Knight Invitational.
Wound up in the championship game. Purdue's got a terrific team.
They really did. They're struggling tonight against Florida State. Only up 2.5.
How about that? FSU, yeah, they really are. Big drive there by Likely, and he'll draw the foul as he'll take a seat among the spectators and the Bulldogs.
Get a little rest, get a little relaxation.
Filipowski with his second. We talked about their struggles against Purdue, only 56 points, and look at that, 2 for 19 from three-point line. They were very cold.
Yeah, 2 for 19 really changes the whole complexion of that score. I mean, come on now, they're better than that, but you got to credit certainly Purdue's defense. Zach Edey, to deal with him on the interior is going to be a nightmare for many.
I talked to both of these coaches who watched, obviously, very closely that performance, and up close with Shire, but also Holtman watched him too, and said, man, that is one special player. By the way, Sewing just picked up his 3rd foul.
7'4", very agile, very athletic for his size. Talking about Edey, look at this kid right here.
Look at him handle the ball, can't convert. Filipowski with a miss. Outlet here from McNeil. He wants the long one, and front rimmed it.
He had 155 threes when he was at West Virginia playing for the Hall of Famer Bob Huggins.
Over the top and up and in. And how about the ability to really control himself? Lively, great command of the body.
Well, great agility. You saw his unbelievable mobility to go up and down the floor. And that's the little things that all the experts, the Biancardi's of the world, saw and rated him number 1.
Mitchell with the foul.
Pass is perfectly thrown. There's the catch. And there's the conversion.
We're talking about the handle on Filipowski.
Yeah, it really. I mean, look at the 7-1 between the legs. Oh. He did everything except score. The diaper dandies, man. Diaper dandies.
Likely will kick it out. Shot clock down to 3. Thornton's jumper won't get there.
So you got to credit to his defense. I think his defense has been better than what I anticipated this early in the year.
Yeah,
defense is all about playing as a team.
Talking about that to John Shire, and that's exactly what he said. His eyes lit up when he was talking about that for Duke, that their defense has been a little bit ahead of the offense. Likely with another difficult move, and again goes down among the spectators and the photographers, spending most of his night there.
He likes those babies get a few photos, a few shots while he's sitting down there.
Foul on Lively, number 2. Just underway here in the second half at Cameron Indoor. What's it like for you being back here after 2 years away with everything that you have been through? And God bless you, you're back and you sound fantastic, but back here for the first time in what must feel like forever for you.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of my favorite places to go. There's no doubt about it. And really, to come back is just, you know, I reflect back, we were in Jimmy V week, how many times laying in a hospital after you do chemo. And I know many cancer patients have the same feeling that I have. You sit there and family leaves because they're going home, and you're laying there and your thoughts are just wandering all over the place. And then start thinking about basketball.
The reaction to you was priceless here tonight. You know, when you came out and the kids all, you know, running down to shake your hand and welcome you back here. I thought this was marvelous.
Well, I really enjoyed meeting them. It's beautiful kids who had some kind comments. One of the girls here said to me, I know your grandsons are in this school, so go look them up. They're singing.
Playing matchmaker.
Jake and Connor, my grandsons who are sophomores, on a really good tennis team. And Coach Ramsey Smith, whose dad was Stan Smith, the great tennis player.
Reach in and a whistle. By the way, they both look like they ought to be on a basketball team.
They're 6'6" and 6'5".
Wow.
Yeah, from their dad. Their dad was a backup quarterback to Ron Paulus at
Likely picks up the foul, and there's a technical too. There's another whistle, a technical here.
What was the technical? So we're way up here. We don't get that kind of communication out of it.
The technical is on Jeremy Roach of the Blue Devils after the personal was on Likely of Ohio State.
Sometimes a little thing like this can give a team a little impetus. If it converts on the technical.
Yeah, you've seen that as a coach, I bet.
Absolutely.
You've seen that turn a game around very quickly.
Absolutely. Little situations in a game can really change the transition of that game.
This would happen at the end of the play.
Chris Holtmann still coaching his heart on that sideline. Wow.
That's a technical? Wow. Okay. For that? Wow. I've seen far worse, but okay. 10-point lead here for the Blue Devils.
I'm laughing because my producer's saying something in my ear I cannot repeat. Kim Bellin, former Stanford superstar.
Well, Kim was a great player at Stanford.
Hall of Famer.
He never got a technical like that. Roach, the great kid, Lively. Got it to go, and he'll be at the line.
What a sweet play, though, by Roach.
They are really sharing the ball.
Sharing the ball, home for the high position. And they're starting to get Lively more involved. I'm telling you, if this kid gets the confidence and goes up, and his mother jumps up, his mother says, that's my guy, Kathy. She was a great player. Played for Coach Portland down at Penn State, who was #1 in the nation at that time. Read Dan O'Neill's article. Google it. Get it. The Athletic.
Well, Dickie V, your gala is coming up, and this is always one of the spectacular events. You know, when you think about all the money that you've raised over the course of your lifetime, a lot of it is because of the success of this great event.
Well, we raised $11 million last year. Unbelievable. People really have rallied big time. What a cast we have. Look at that cast. David Robinson, Buster Posey, the McEnroe brothers. We got certainly Rick Barnes, Derek Wittenberg. It's going to be a special night. Kevin Nagandi doing the MCing. Anybody wants some information, just go to my website, dickvitale.com, or you can call 941-350-0580.
I like the car, by the way.
Oh, we got a beautiful red convertible. We sold out the BMW. 1,500 chances, sold out quickly. So now, this is the first day we're showing this now. We've decided to raffle off a Mercedes. It's $100 per chance. Just go to v.org/Vitale Raffle. v.org/Vitale Raffle. Win that Mercedes, baby, and help us raise money for kids better cancer. Oh, what a great
The
face.
spin and the stuff by Zed Key, who has 8.
Key absolutely made a great drop step into the baseline. UB Brown would love that. UB used to give great clinics at the 5-star camp. All about drop steps down in the post.
Pass zipped on play. Did you attend some of those camps and learn a thing or two?
Oh, did I? I used to speak at them. I used to love being there. Howard Garfinkel was the guru.
That's a beauty.
Kim Butler was there. That's where I got first to meet him. Our producer.
Remember, Key had such a big one against Duke last year. Had 20 points. Trying to lead Ohio State back here tonight. Trying to turn the trick again. Gale around the back. And pass comes loose. And it's going to roll out, but off Duke. Off of Young, apparently. So it'll be Buckeye ball.
John Shire was some kind of player. And I'll tell you, he speaks glowingly of Coach K. No doubt about Coach K. Speaks glowingly of him. I talked to Coach K 2 days ago, and he just raved about him. He said there's no doubt he's going to get it done. Communicating. When you can recruit the kind of players he's going to recruit and bring him here.
Nice jumper there by McNeil. The 6'4" grad will stick it. And they need a push offensively. They need a hot hand.
They need some stops here, too. Duke started really hurt a little bit getting the ball on the interior. Good movement without the ball.
Young, a determined drive and a whistle. He'll draw the foul on his way to the iron.
He's been a pleasant surprise for them, really. Came out of Northwestern, a veteran player, but he's really been a positive force and a contributor immediately.
He's third.
Played for Chris Collins, another former Duke outstanding player.
So Young at the line, 80% foul shooter. Northwestern grad swishes the first one. And coming up next on ESPN and the ESPN app at 9:15, the 24th annual ACC Big Ten Challenge rolls on with a dandy. North Carolina taking on Indiana at Assembly Hall in Bloomington. Another Sonic blockbuster.
Talk about history, talk about tradition. I mean, look at that Hoosier uniform, you look at the Carolina uniform, it just reeks of, look at these two guys, look at these two diaper dandies. Wow, what good-looking guys.
Dan and Jay will have the call on that one. From Indiana, batted away and scooped up by the Blue Devils. Is Whitehead tiptoeing into the lane and can't finish it.
Communication, he had a trailer, little flip over his shoulder, would have had a late. The guy's got to communicate. Yeah, I'm here, I'm here.
Thornton's open. Yes! He will hit the three.
Big turnaround. Could have had two the other way. It's like a 5-point turnaround. Get three there. Could have been 52-40. Instead, right now, it's down to 8.
50-42. With just a little over 14 minutes to play. You look at the turnovers. Those have calmed down for the Buckeyes. And Duke with 9 so far. There's a ball that stopped, so the play's gotten crisper.
One thing I like about the Buckeyes, too, they play hard. That's a reflection of your coach. That's a reflection of a guy who's teaching them, who they're buying into what he wants done. They really seem focused defensively. And they play a little zone right now. Oh, what a great up and low.
Young with a dribble down and finishes that.
You're kidding me. What a nice play. A little head fake. A little high-low action. They were ready for that attack in that zone.
Big guys can really play.
Yeah, they're real pluses for them. There's no doubt about it.
Heel off the fake. Sensabaugh has it knocked away with 14 to shoot.
Sensabaugh's really been quiet, and all I did in preparing for this game hurt so much. I mean, I had all these notes down I wanted to share here, but I can't read them because it got too dark. And I they finally put a little light bulb here for us up here.
A makeshift light they found in an office here at Cameron Indoor. This might have been right out of Coach K's office.
Doing all that preparation, got my chip sheets, trying to cheat a little bit here. Oh, God.
It did get a little dim. Shot clock at 7. Thornton takes a look at that. Gale, he can hit the three-pointer and can't do it this time.
No, he has not come up big today at all. You know, for them to go, they got to get point production, big point production. And Sewing it out of slowly Sensabaugh. Those guys have to score for him. Oh, look at the mismatch inside. Oh, he wants the ball the worst way. They missed him. They get him for an offensive foul.
That'll be number 3. Filipowski with his 3rd.
They missed him. They could have had him earlier. Missed him in the post. I don't know how you can miss a guy that size. You kidding me? Right there. She doesn't disregard him hitting the post. The best post passer I ever saw in college in all the years I did games was Pearl Washington. Oh, Pearl Washington.
Circus.
He's talking about cancer. Pearl was taking most brain cancer.
So dazzling. A magician with the basketball.
He and Jimmy Bain are going to be there. Put him up on the rafters.
Ring of honor there, yeah.
Ring of honor.
Key. Couple of nice moves for him here in the second half. He was all looking for a foul, 2 there.
Yeah, he's a very strong player in the post. I'm really shocked that Jim Boeheim and Pearl hasn't been up there already. That sort of surprised me, doesn't he? Here?
Well, Boeheim's got his signature on the floor. That's pretty good, too. 52-44. Take a look at Key going down low.
Yeah, real good. Oh, he wanted a little flop call. Today they're calling a flop. The only rule that's really been to change. They're calling right now a flop, giving a guy a technical foul.
Yeah, the warning's done. No more warning. They go right to the line to shoot one.
They should make it really tough and eliminate it. Might be the personal foul when they call that as well.
Right.
Counted as one of his 5.
52-44 Duke. And a foul on Sensabaugh will be his 3rd.
They just can't get away from him now. The one thing I have to say, Ohio State's hanging in there.
Yeah, pretty sticky. Likely will replace Thornton for the Buckeyes.
It's a nice combination they got there on the perimeter. Of the physicality under the guards. A nice play.
Whitehead with a jumper that doesn't get there. Sensabaugh. Contact and an offensive foul.
Yeah, he lowered his shoulder. He did. He lowered his shoulder.
4 fouls on him now. Six up number 4 there.
The show you saw right there, the left shoulder.
Buckeyes go back to the bench and will bring Sewing back in. So tough night for him. The freshman who came in averaging 16 points a game. It's been rough sledding.
That's amazing. Chris Holtmann came from Butler. He's here now. And guy Butler now is Mr. Martin, former Ohio State coach.
Roach on the drive against McNeil. Can't convert. Buckeyes trying to cut in. Likely gave up the dribble. Gets it back beyond the 3. Key getting a lot of touches.
And that's where he's effective. Right in here. Nice spin move.
And yes, and got it to go. He'll be at the line for a 3-point play.
He's really got that great ability to use his body well. He's spacing himself. Excellent post move in there. He knows how to play the post. Get back in the game, baby.
Awfully tough. Something interesting.
Oh, look at that spin. Look at that spin across the baseline. Just like Kim Belton used to do. And he turned me down to go to Stanford.
Welcome back. Zed Key leading the Buckeyes with 12 points. You know, a few years ago, he wanted to get a pet, but they travel all the time. So he wanted something he could easily take care of. So he got a python. He, takes care of a python back home. Same as Seven. Seven has his own Instagram handle. You know, it gets cold up there in Columbus. He wears tiny hats.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hey, Dick, I know you got pets. Roger.
Wow.
Roger, the golden retriever.
Hey.
Would Roger and Seven get along?
I know one thing. Living in Florida, I always tell my family, tell my kids, you better respect reptiles, you better respect the sun, and you better respect water. And if you don't, you're in trouble. So when I see those guys, I go the other way.
It's a wonderful sentiment, but you both lost me at the reptiles hat. I mean, where do you shop for a reptile hat? And then there's the next question: why do you do that?
Wow.
Well, different strokes. Proctor beyond the 3. Meanwhile, the Buckeyes have tightened this thing up. Knocked away. Filipowski will be fouled as he went toward the blue area. He'll draw the foul with 7 on the shot clock. And that'll be unlikely.
Look at that hat. Look at that hat.
Like,
just do me a favor, keep him away from me.
Right. Is there a store or an online store you go for that? Or I don't know. I'm not sure I want to know. 11:34 to go. And Kyle Filipowski at the line. Came in at 15 points, 9 rebounds a game.
He had a nice touch on the free throw line. Shooting better than 80%. I thought it was a year. We got a lot of great big guys in college basketball. Really, next game has 2 with Bacon and certainly Trace Jackson Davis. I mean, really, when you think about the game, think of Timmy, think about the Sheboy. A lot of big guys came back. And I think that's a good sign for college hoops.
54-47. Still to come, Indiana and North Carolina in Hoosier country. On the baseline, nice cut. Can't convert it though. A miss there by Holden. Got a great look though.
Did a tremendous job, cut without the basketball. A lost art, great motion, good bounce pass, everything but the score. Got to make that a layup. You got to make that. You're down 7 on the road. You got to convert that. Good hedge there.
Roach finds Lively for the stop.
Now he stepped down on that screen, and nobody rotated it back. No rotation there whatsoever. And Lively's showing that bounce we've heard about, Dave, today. We're seeing that bounce in him. I'm so happy for him, too, because really he's been so much. Lost his dad at age 7, mom battling cancer. What I love about her in that article with Dana O'Neill, she said, I never asked why.
Suing went up, but a foul before the shot, so no basket there.
Watch the poor rotation right here. Poor job rotating wide open. I mean, I can make that layup. Come on. I know Lively, you're number 1, and you can dunk it. I may not dunk it, but I'll make that with my little left-hand layup. I guarantee you.
I may
you
not
don't believe,
dunk
you're laughing at me. You're laughing at me.
I may not dunk it. Filipowski with number 4.
I may not dunk it.
And put Suing at the line, but again, Filipowski with 4 personals. This guy's had a rough night as well, scoring. Only 4 points so far. And the big goes to the bench. 10.5 to play here. Duke unable to break away. It looked one or two times like they might, but the Buckeyes are gritty.
They really
fought
are.
back.
That's a great word. Gritty, they grind, they battle, they fight. Really typical of blue collar, which happens in Columbus. Except we didn't see that in the second half against the Wolverines of Michigan. Two runs for touchdowns. But Edwards, are you kidding me? Right through the defense?
Ohio State playing Carolina, by the way, coming up on December 17, which will swing it. Proctor a three. Got it.
That's big for him. That's big. I think he's shooting like 20% coming in here from three. That's the second one he's made. And everybody has said he is an outstanding shooter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He was 5 for 32 from three-point line. Oh, a tough shot by Sewing, and the foul. Up in the air, got hit, made it anyway.
Sewing had so many injuries. He couldn't play at all last year. Got hurt in the first game, and that was it for him. He's come back, had that monster game out there in Maui. He's from Hawaii. I think he went for 33. Did he know?
Yep, 33 points against Texas Tech. Mitchell with the personal to put him at the line, looking for a three-point play, and he cashes in.
Yeah, can't put a stop right here now. We got Filipowski out of the game.
Under 10, the Buckeyes are not quitting.
They're going to use that screen and roll a little more, flipping the ball up to Lively, lay a screen and roll to the goal.
Two teams in the top 25 going toe-to-toe at Cameron Indoor. And thrown away. Graniser was cutting, and Roach fired it out of bounds.
Tell you one thing, got a nice staff too. And I look at the Duke staff right there. You look at something. Jay Lucas came from over Kentucky. He's a big plus. You look at Carabel's been a great guy. Carabel does a tremendous job. Chris is a former outstanding player of the year in the ACC. Emil Jefferson. They can put a team on the floor.
Sewing to the paint, off the fake, double fake, and one. And once again, it's Key to convert, and he'll be back to the line.
I'll tell you what, Key is doing a lot of the things he did when he played that game last year when they were down 11 at the half, and he carried them back in the game. And watch him operate around the inside. Give a little push. Oh, man, he got away. Didn't he get away with a push right there?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, my one eye saw a push, a shove.
Lively with the foul, no three-point play. But a 5-point game.
They let him play here. They really are.
And a timeout. Duke takes one here with 9:19 to go. And anybody's game. Duke leading at 59-54 at Cameron Indoor. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by the new Sonic 2 for $5 menu for a limited time only. At Sonic, Zed Key, the 6'8 junior from Bayshore, New York. Dick, he's shown up.
He really has. He's been so productive inside. Got a lot of confidence from last year. He's got number 7 helping him on in terms of giving him some incentive.
Again, last year he struck for 20 when Ohio State upset number 1 Duke. That was 1 year ago today, and he has 15 in this game. And you know who's the happiest thing anywhere over that development?
I know where you're going with that, baby. Oh, wow.
Can't believe they found a hat for the snake, but okay.
He's going to eat really well too when Mr. King gets back home.
6 rebounds too. And Duke with the basketball and a 5-point lead.
See, I think the screen and roll to the goal with Lively is a great play. Oh, they missed him. He was wide open after that.
Mitchell is open. Yeah, he'll knock in a 3. Big shot by Mark Mitchell, the freshman.
Yeah, Mitchell, he's worked on that shot. He's really a good player, very physical. Starts making that 3, that's big. His coach can make 3s, man. John Shire, when he played.
Part of Duke's number 1 ranked freshman class by ESPN. Around the back, Sewing. Can't get the shot away.
Good defense, make him pick up the dribble.
And a whistle off the ball. Roger Ayers with a whistle with 8:39 to go.
You got Lively.
Talking about the freshman class, and yet another McDonald's All-American in Mitchell, and what a group, including Jaden Shooter. Doesn't play very much, but can really shoot it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's a big-time shooter. He made 17 threes in one game. 17 threes in one game. What a great class. And you know what? Next year, that staff didn't stop working, man. They got McKenzie and Bacco coming in from Newark, New Jersey. Sean Stewart, 6'8" from Mount Verde Academy, where they produce player after player. Caleb Foster coming from Sherman Oaks, California, the home of one of the greatest announcers of all time. I mean of all time, who passed away, but he just was such a giant. Keith Jackson.
Oh, yes.
From Sherman Oaks.
Got a chance to do a baseball game with Keith Jackson once. One of the thrills of my life. By the way, Lively just picked up his 4th.
Yep.
Filipowski has 4. Likely and Sensabaugh also have 4.
Now, mentioning Keith, I had the pleasure to work with him on ABC. Kim Bell was the producer. And I'd say something, you goosebumps standing next to him. However, about his Keith Jackson.
Oh, those pipes. Wow. Those pipes. Popped up in the lane. Fight for that, a battle. Ohio State says they have it, but possession arrow will keep it on this end. Buckeyes are looking for a timeout there.
They just keep hanging around.
Talking about Duke foul trouble. Buckeyes have some guys in deep trouble too. So 8:21 left. We'll see how that turns out in the end. Who really gets burned by the fouls? Proctor tried to dump it down low to Young, and a whistle and a foul. And he got hit again.
Two-man play. Very active inside Young, moving out the ball. I mentioned their class, Jared McCain as well, from out of Corona, California. Two-man play right there. He didn't normally make that shot, Young, but he's very active. Pretty good when you get guys like that off the bench, man.
Young with a 1-and-1. Holden picked up his first foul. He's been really strong on the offensive glass. He's also been their #1 dunk guy so far. Great family of athletes. His mom, Tammy, played volleyball at Syracuse, where his father, Patrick, was on the crew team. Sister Jordan played volleyball at GW, and his brother Kyle, basketball at Siena.
Siena, good little basketball program, too. You're talking about a family. See, they're going to give McNeil some shots. They're trying to play him tough. You got to find shots for him. He's the one guy that can stroke the 3. See how they're shaded? They're playing a practice right in his face. He knows.
Picked up by Roach, and off his foot, and out it goes. Back over to the Buckeyes.
What a tremendous defensive effort I was watching away from the ball by Proctor against O'Neal.
Oh, boy, really could have gotten hurt on this. Out to pick it off. Yeah, this could have been ugly. Look at that. Looks like Roach is okay. Yeah. This weekend's featured college football lineup. Conference Championship Saturday begins at noon Eastern. 3 games on ABC, and Sunday on ESPN at noon Eastern. The exclusive reveal of the final college football playoff rankings. Find out who the top 4 teams will be playing in the Fiesta and Peach Bowls.
Well, the Buckeyes are hanging in there. They're number 5. They just need a little prayer and hope that one of the guys slip in those 4. Well, I think there's 3 teams that are undefeated. I mean, I'm only echoing what I've heard from Kirk Herbstreit on the air and different people, that those teams are safe. They're going to hope that Utah could do magically what they did the first time, beat Southern Cal. And that's saying a lot because the quarterback is unbelievable.
Key continues to fight and fight and fight, and draws another foul as he gets hit by Mitchell, his 3rd foul. One thing Ohio State has not done at all, though, Dick, and it's got to improve a little bit. They've only hit a couple of 3s.
Yeah, but he can't get looks. I was watching away from the ball. McNeil, the way they're guarding him, they're not allowing him enough screens to get an open look. He's their real pure shooter from the perimeter.
I give Duke some credit there. They defend the 3 so well.
You know, 2 years in a row now, and the two of Chris Holtmann fans can really be excited. They have 2 great recruiting classes. The one now, then next year they get Chapman coming in, get Scotty Middleton, upcoming Parks, and Royal. So they've done back-to-back. Some people say the best that Ohio State has done in a 2-year period for many a year.
Roach and a bump off the window, but it's a foul before the shot. Out away from the basket, 7:39 to go, and still to come, the second half of our Sonic blockbuster. North Carolina and Indiana at Assembly Hall. Can't wait for that one. Jay and Dan have the call coming up.
Wish we had a big plane that can get us there in about 30 minutes.
Wait a
watch
minute.
that.
Wait a minute. One of us does have a big plane, and it's not me.
I wish I did. I just rent them. I rent the babies. And I'll tell you what, they're expensive.
They are.
How much expensive? And last night, my grandson says, "Hey, Papa, I'm going to bring 2 of my friends and maybe go to dinner." So I took them to Washington Duke Hotel.
Great spot.
The big restaurant.
Yeah.
And 9 people come walking in, 9 of his friends. That was 70. Let me tell you. That bill was kind of big.
And I guess you got the bill in the end.
You got the
Very kind of you.
1,100, man, 1,100.
There's nice taste in restaurants, that's for sure.
I gave it to my wife. Here we go.
Key with another touch.
They stay at 6 and 8.
McNeil got it.
He's got touch. You can just see the rotation. He came off it really well. They got to get him some looks. I want to see him shoot the 3.
At 22 against San Diego State earlier.
They're a good team, by the way. Coach Dutch has done a heck of a job with that. Put a nice fake.
Nice lean in.
Oh,
Yeah, hit
super
the rope.
move. Are you kidding me?
He has 9.
Roach, what a big time move. They keep staying up at 8. They can't get it down. I think 5 has been, we've gotten it no less than that.
Justice Suing to the lane. Working hard with that right hand.
Pursuing with the big score. He and Sensabaugh, they've really closed the door on Sensabaugh, and he is way better offensively than what we've seen here.
So Suing now with 10, battling floaters here.
Yep, here he goes. Watch this. There's a little float in the lane by Mr. McNeil. And now he says, "Man, you can do, I can do better," Mr. Roach. Are you kidding me? Hey, when I think of Ohio State, Obi, I say 4 names jump at me. I mean, jump at me. I think about Clark Kellogg, who was terrific, just a great humanitarian as well. Jerry Lucas, are you serious how good he was? And I'll tell you, Jimmy Jackson, he was incredible, multi-talented. And what I loved, guy by the name of Havlicek.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a guy in that championship team, like Bob Knight was a Buckeye. Yeah, Michael Redd was special as an offensive scorer.
Well, they're looking for another star to emerge here tonight for Ohio State on the road.
They get it down to 6 again. It's been just repeated one sequence after another. Down to 6, go back to 8, get down to 6. They got to get some key stops. Look at this. Future giants in our corporate world, educational world, legal world. I mean, what are you getting in SATs to come in here? Like 1,500 or better?
I'm not acquainted with those numbers. Most people aren't.
I was teasing the kids last night. I said, they turned me down and I had 15, 20. Took them 3 times. 500, 500, 500.
Look at the bench points. That's such a key for Duke. 22 of them off the pine tonight for John Shire's team. Hand off here for Roach. Proctor outside. Shot clock down to 6. With the bounce speed and a dandy for Young.
That was Proctor dropping it off, wasn't it?
Great pass.
I'm going to tell you something. He is showing really some golden moments here. Kid from Australia, just really knocked down a couple big threes, playing hard defensively. I mean, he's chasing McNeil all over the court. Doesn't get that look for the 3. People don't see the action away from the one that watches the ball. You got to watch away from the ball, see some of the stuff that goes on.
He will swing it. Here's Thornton. Off the iron. Second effort by Likely. Here's McNeil way downtown. Barely glancing off the iron.
McNeil finally got an open look. We go short on each other. Rush that shot.
3 has just not been a factor for Ohio State. They came in only hitting 34%. They're 2 for 10 tonight.
Yeah, the 3, you look at it sometimes, can really just hurt your team big time.
Roach. 1 and done. Approaching the 5-minute mark at Cameron. So this one just went final, and the ACC has taken a 6-3 lead as Miami wins. And the ACC Big Ten Challenge.
It's the last year of the challenge.
It is.
It's the last year. They're going to have an ACC. I mean, they're going to have a matchup with the SEC. There's some interesting matchups there.
Young, he's played a very active role in this one. Almost threw that one away. Grandison with a tough catch. Proctor and a 3-second violation.
Nice catch. Oh, look at this pass right here. Cuts the defense off. Wow, nice little drop. The dime, as Clark Kellogg would say, right there for that little layup.
Proctor, the freshman who originally committed to next year's class at Duke, but reclassified so he could play this year. He's 18.
They're really high on him, and you can see why. Shows some real good skills out here.
On the dribble. Tough D. Key with it. Shot clock at 5. Key on Young.
He wants a spin move.
Wants to get inside again. Can't make the shot, but draws another foul.
I thought he was going to cross the lane and then spin back the other way. Yeah, he's going to drop step and spin. Right now, drop step, come back the other way. Clark Kellogg would have done that.
Young second.
Clark was some offensive rebounder. He was a fierce offensive rebounder.
Young with number 3. 70-62. And Key back to the line. We spent considerable time. He was only hitting 64% at the line coming into play tonight.
You know, people wondering why they were flashing all these signs in Oral Roberts. You know why? It's Oral Roberts because Oral Roberts beat them.
4:22 to go. There you go. The Oral Roberts University. They have been endlessly creative here.
The Ohio State now, you know that. It's the.
Exactly.
Yeah, my friend always corrects me. I say Ohio State. No, Dick, it's the Ohio State.
Take great pride in that. Key to shoot. And another one coming for Zed Key.
Todd Shire, you know, he's lost the sight in his right eye. We were talking about focus. I have no sight in my left eye. Two are together. Both of us have two good eyes. My right, his left. But the bottom line, he got poked in the eye when he was at training camp in the summer with the Miami Heat. And he was never able to because I have very little peripheral vision out of that eye.
Key, by the way, a career high 21. Filipowski playing in foul trouble up to short.
He forced that shot. Shot wasn't available.
McNeil won't wait. He'll launch. Rebound picked up by Sewing. Sewing working. Triplet taken away. Stolen away by Grandison.
Sewing did a phenomenal job with the great offensive rebound. Too many fakes with the ball.
And coming up, set the screen. It's Roach with a good look. Absolutely drained it.
He's a good-looking player. He really is. He's a junior, good-looking player. He's in the same dorm as my grandsons.
John Shire was telling us today, that's the example on this Duke team that everybody looks to. They look to Jeremy Roach. He's a captain. Backdoor cut McNeil. They'll swing here for Sewing in a triple. Around and out. Comes out free back to the Buckeyes.
Tell you one thing, they fight and battling. They just can't come up with the good
McNeil, long distance and hits it. And that's a 3.
That's the guy they want to shoot it. I said earlier in the telecast, he made 155 for Huggins down in West Virginia. Coming into this year after 3 years.
Well, the Buckeyes just will not go away.
They've not been able to get under 5 though. The second half. 5 has been there. See, here's where Roach really wants to take charge.
Filipowski on the spin, gets himself deep, and made it.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Are you serious? Come on, man. Are you serious? Filipowski, that's nasty, man. That's nasty, a 7-footer. Come on, man. Stock going up and up. I know NBA scouts is, oh, baby. Look at this. Wheeling, cuts the defense off.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Cat Fonz and Coach in studio. Closing time in Miami, and Fonz, Nigel Pack puts it away.
Little rhythm dribble here in the step back. All 8 of his points came in the second half. None bigger than that one.
Miami the winner. Meantime, Coach, Big Ten preseason player of the year is coming up next.
Trace Jackson Davis is a relentless offensive rebounder, and Mike Woodson does a great job of getting the ball on the right block, and he goes to work.
North Carolina and Indiana after we go final, Obi.
Jeff, thank you very much. What a great night for college basketball early in the season. Still to come, North Carolina and Indiana as soon as we're done here with Dan Schulman and Jay Billis.
So many great games already have taken place in the first 3 weeks of the season. I mean, there's been some great competitive games. Yet because of the fact that football dominating, I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll keep saying it. I think the season should start after Thanksgiving. I think ratings of teams should not start until after the football bowl season, until you get a real read on the strengths and weaknesses of teams.
Filipowski, by the way, was 16 now for the Blue Devils.
Seth Davis disagrees with me. Part of the Athletics.
Suing, nice drive, yes.
Nice drive. He says it's great having the ratings. It gets everybody excited. I don't see that much excitement about it, but I respect and I love Mr. Davis. Gave me a kiss one time when I was doing the game. Hey, Dad, he came up to me to congratulate me doing the championship game in the NCAA on the ESPN International. Good guy.
75-69.
Oh, they missed him on a roll. They got a mismatch inside.
Proctor flips it up. No, and the rebound tip. Young got it back.
I'll tell you something. Young is tenacious. What a tenacious player. You got to appreciate that. That was just pure effort.
Yeah.
Effort.
And a smart play, too. Running some more clock here, yeah.
Desire, dedication, determination, and discipline. Oh, man.
He's going to be on the line, so that's going to be Duke ball with 1 minute and 31 to go. Blue Devils have it back.
Watch tenacity. Watch his tenacity. Watch Young right here. Look at Young. Look at Young. He leans back, gets position. Look, he wants to look at him. Keep it active. Keep it active. Using his big body. Played for Northwestern, and now he's in that Duke uniform. Man, you got to appreciate that. People got to respect efforts like that.
Proctor in close. Second effort, reach in and a foul.
Too many second and third shots you're giving them in a game where you're down 6, 126 on the clock.
Key with his fourth.
Putting him on the free throw line now. Should have had that rebound. Ohio State's battled and battled and battled. Chris Holtmann's got to be appreciative of that.
Is your balance, huh?
Yeah. First time I heard how good he was as a coach, Chris, was from my former colleague Dan Dockage. Dan and his moved around in Indiana when he coached at Butler. Took them 3 times. He was there 3 years. He took them to the NCAA tournament. Just a good guy, too.
Proctor with another one coming. He makes 92%.
It's not the guy you want to put on a free throw line if you're Ohio State. I mean, come on, he's not my. His stock went up tonight.
Yes.
I think he and Lively have taken a step up.
Again, the freshman class.
That
77-69.
That bench, the coaching staff going wild on that bench.
McNeil, and on the line, a turnover.
Look at that bench. Look at that bench. The Duke bench, are they active or what?
16 turnovers for the Buckeyes. That one really hurt. With 1:19 to play. So Duke to take the basketball here on top 77-69, trying to win their 7th game of the year. Ohio State's only lost once.
And the bench score has been certainly the differential in this game, no question.
24-6 for Duke.
Plus they did a great job, Duke, neutralizing and shutting off the prolific scoring ability of Setsamar, who's way more talented than what we witnessed.
Coach taking his time. Shot clock now inside 10. Trying to get by McNeil. He'll go down. No whistle on the play. He is slow to rise.
He didn't practice the last 2 days because of a foot injury.
McNeil's 3 short. Back to him. Short again.
I think they're warming up the bus now, man. Bus driver for the Buckeyes is warming up that bus to get to the airport because his baby is over.
Well, Ohio State fighting from behind all night long. Just really never could get on top. Sewing will pick up number 5.
They have battled, though. I really respect that. Their effort's been unreal. Sewing has fouled out.
With 12 points, and he came in averaging 15, and coming off a 33-point game. They needed that kind of a game tonight.
What a sensible half. I don't have the stats in front of me here. You see, he came in with a 16-point average.
Yes. Yeah, 15 and 5. And 39.5 seconds to go. And Duke looking to put this one into the win column and stay right where you are, because we've got Carolina and Indiana coming your way.
That's going to be some outstanding game with Dan and Jay on it. Holly's there as well, I believe.
Indeed she is. And Key moments ago, and grabbing at that shoulder. So he walked right off the floor. Had a terrific game, 21 points.
Well, he's so important to this team because they don't have a lot of size. He's an experienced player, a veteran player. He knows how to post up on the interior. He seals people off really well.
The Buckeyes running out of time here. Dropped in for 12 points now for Roach.
You figure out a way to win this game with 36 seconds and down 9, you're a genius.
There's a foul. No basket, but a whistle on the play. Stops the clock with 34.1. And Roach with a foul.
The only coach that used to never be able to do this. Unbelievable. Talking Michelangelo of coaching. Dean Smith. He was unbelievable at times late in the game. I'll never forget one time during the game, North Carolina State, North Carolina. Jimmy V's having a great game, his team. And the last 4 minutes, I said, don't you leave, don't you leave. Dean Smith's a genius down here. My phone rings at about 6 in the morning, and I'm getting ready to go to the airport, and the phone rings. It's Jimmy V. You were supposed to be my buddy. All I heard about in the last 4 minutes, all I heard about was Dean Smith, Dean Smith. What about me?
The Duke students were chanting, "We want Michigan."
We want Michigan. Oh, God. They are so creative. Unbelievable. But they're mile now compared to what they had to be taken care of because it was really abusive years ago.
Yeah, there were a couple times it got a little bit out of hand. Not this crew of students, but many years ago. It really ratcheted up there. Sensabaugh the foul. So Duke back to line. That'll be number 5 on him. A lot of guys played in foul trouble in the second half here tonight. 78-70, the Blue Devils.
That bench is certainly the difference here tonight. Why they got this win. And it's the first major win, Obi, for John Shire at home. So now he only needs, what does he need now? Coach got 1202. He's got some, my math. He needs only, what, 1,195 more wins and he catches Coach K.
My advice would be don't think about it, John. Just don't think about it. No one's ever going to catch Coach K.
No one ever. I really believe that because of the kind of game we have. It's very tough with so much. We're going to drive to the
down the lane.
With so much evaluations and criticism and social media, guys aren't going to last that many years like they did years ago. So I think that record, to me, and I've said this, and people criticize me for it. Oh, he loves Coach K. They can say all they want. I don't ever change my opinion. He's the greatest coach that ever coached on a sideline in college basketball. I love John Wooden, and whenever you can't compare, this guy won 1,200 games. 1,200 games.
John Shire, the new man, played at Duke and played very, very well. Over 2,000 points in an outstanding career. The 09 ACC tournament most valuable player. Got a chance to meet the president after winning it all with Coach K, and then on the staff of the great Mike Krzyzewski, and learned from a master.
He did. There's no question about it. And he really soaked in all he could learn.
I thought it was a lot of fun covering Coach K last year, his final year. I thought, he was lighthearted in a lot of ways. Not when he was coaching games,
right.
But, knowing it was his last time around, I think he really enjoyed it a great deal. He's got a great sense of humor. I thought he let that shine throughout last season. We had him a bunch of times, both on ESPN and the ACC Network. Reach and foul here with 24.5 to go.
He had the one great gift that great coaches have. Never satisfied with what they've done in the past. It's always about today. to be better today. Well, if you apply that philosophy in life to anybody listening out there, young people, be better today than you were yesterday. And if you do that often, you look in the mirror, you say, hey, was I today better than I was yesterday and all the things I wanted to achieve? And if you are, that's going to add up to incredible success.
Likely with his 5th foul. We all thought you got better as this game went along.
Oh, geez.
You were great at the start. You're phenomenal,
What are
buddy.
you trying to tell me? Was he good in the beginning?
No, I'm saying you were outstanding, but even better by the time we get to the end of this thing.
Well, we got critics up here. Better if we got to deal with all the critics out there that bang the typewriter. Now I even got my own announcers evaluating me and critiquing me. I'm just here having some fun, man.
Well,
trying to steal some money.
What can you do?
Steal some money.
No, not stealing anything. 80-72. And Duke adds to that, putting the finishing touches on a victory, and it'll also be Shire's first win over a top 25 opponent.
Wow. Not a first out there. He's going to get a lot of wins, trust me, in that career.
Young with a rebound. He had a big hand in this one. Really played well.
All year.
Yep. Filipowski on the other end will dribble it out.
He's going to be, they wanted him to dunk that baby at the end, but he's, respect for the opponent.
So that'll do it. There's your final score. Duke holds off the Buckeyes 81-72. They avenge last year's upset defeat on the same night 1 year ago.
Well, on this court, it was going to be tough to beat them here, especially coming in after the loss to Purdue. You know they're going to have a chip on their shoulder.
Freshmen showed up in a big way for Chris and Dickie V. I'm Dave O'Brien, North Carolina, Indiana.